What is up, Flockers? That is my fellow Lockers and aspiring Lockers. If you're wanting a quick style that you can do on the go and just get it done really quickly, then stick around because I'm going to show you how I achieved this quick style when your locks are short and you can't always throw them back in a ponytail, but you want to get them out your face. So stick around to see that. So I am doing this on hair that has not been retied in 5 weeks, just to show you that even when your hair isn't in a place to look fresh or whatever, you can do little things that can still bring out your locks and make them pop. Now, this is for any length of locks, but especially for those who have shorter locks that maybe you're close to being able to put your hair in a ponytail. But if you're like me, if I try to pull my hair back, like I have so many locks that still are not long enough that aren't going to actually make it into the ponytail, and that would just look sloppy. And so here's a little style that you can do to, one, get your hair out of your face, and like I said, go ahead and be able to achieve a ponytail where all of your locks are being held back. So I like to start with the middle and what we're doing with this style. And I have a tiny little viewfinder right here that is, I'm recording this on my phone, y'all, for the first time in a while, so y'all gonna have to bear with me. All right, but I'm just taking a couple of locks from each side and doing just a quick little basket weave. All right, the good thing about this is that it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be glamorous or glorious or anything like that. You just want to do your basket weave and get that going back. And I try to only grab about 2 or 3 from each side, maybe 4 as I'm doing this, just so that it doesn't look sloppy and that it looks put together. And you can go back as far as you want to go. I typically will go back to about the halfway point of my head or the crown of my head when I'm doing this. All right, almost to the halfway. This is the crown of my head, so I stop a little bit before. And then I like to use my own hair or my own locks to secure it. So I'll take about 2 locks from each side, and then I will just tie those off, not too tight, but tight enough that it will be snug and secure and not come out. All right, so you could stop there, and that's already one style if you want to just do it like that. All right, but still, my locks aren't long enough, so if I tried to put that back in a ponytail, I'm still gonna have all these stragglers on the side, and that's not the style that we're going for today. So pretty much I'm gonna do the exact same thing on both sides of my head as I did up top. So we have that up there. All right, so like I said, just a simple basket weave, and I'm not making sure that I have perfect parts or anything like that. And then we're gonna do the same thing on each side. So taking about 2 from the left and 2 from the right, and just crossing over and just making sure that you remember like which side goes first, if that makes sense, just so that you can kind of stay consistent. Hold on, let me try that again. Make sure I start in the middle and not on the side. Okay, so I'll do the up, this hand will go first, and then my left hand will go second, just so that way I can, like I said, remember what I'm doing. All right, so same thing. I will pull a couple of locks, about 2 or 3 each time. Now granted, if I were in a mirror, this would be so much easier, but like I said, I'm in this tiny viewfinder that I have. So if you see me looking off to the side, that's why. I got this tiny little mirror that's on it, and it's enough for me to kind of see what I'm doing, but not fully. So I apologize for, no I don't, y'all that have been on my channel know it is what it is, and you get what you get. We're not professional here, but we still come out looking semi-flawless. We won't say flawless, we'll say semi-flawless. Same thing here. You can determine how far you want to go back. I typically try to go back to my ear just so that way I have enough of the locks pulled in that when I go to do the ponytail in the end, I have those stragglers that you saw before are now going to be within the style, so that way they won't be stragglers. And then the same thing, once I get it to a place where I feel happy, I'll grab about 2 or 3 from each side, and then I will tie those off. And it's hot in this car, y'all. I got it turned off because I didn't want the air conditioner motor running and making noise in the background, making it more difficult to hear me. So I'm out here suffering for y'all. All right, so again, you see, same thing over here. We got our little basket weave that we did, tied it off. Now we're gonna do it on this side. And the exact same thing. We're grabbing a couple from each side. I'll do this side down first. This side will go up, just so that way I can remember and not double up on one side or anything like that. And again, if you're doing this in front of a mirror, or you're even looking at like your mirror, your vanity mirror, whatever this thing is called, the visor, you could probably do this a lot faster than me having to feel and guess as I go along. So this really is a style that you could do in your car on your way to an event. You know, if you don't want to just rock your locks down like you typically do, and you want to throw something in really quickly, and if you're not talking like I am, you'll obviously be able to go a lot quicker. But yeah, so it's a quick style, comes out looking great, and just like everything with locks, you can put in somewhat minimal effort and come out looking like you put in a lot of effort. All right, so got to an area around my ears. I'll do the same thing, grab locks from both sides, and I'm going to tie it off. Whew, do I got beady beads coming up on my forehead? I feel it, I'm sweating, y'all. We're almost done though. All right, so again, you could stop here. You could do your 3 your 3 basket weaves. You could just stop there and let them hang if you want. They're already out of my face. You already got a new look. It's cool. But like I said, if you want to throw them up and, you know, get them off your neck, then now when you go to put them in a ponytail, those stragglers are no more. All right. So now I got my little pony in the back, and all of this is tucked into the style. You see? Problem solved. Short locks, medium length locks, whatever length you want to call what I have, I still consider them to be pretty short. To me, medium length is when they're down at your shoulders. All right. And now you might have some stragglers in the back, but the way it works, it works perfectly. Okay. So you see? So that's what we're looking like. And we were able to do this in under 8 minutes. And this is with me talking and narrating and trying to figure this out without being able to see what I'm doing. So if I can do this in the car in under 8 minutes, then I know y'all can rock this style and make it look even better. And hey, if you want to get fancy, you know I'm all about that lock jewelry. I love me some lock jewelry. So you can even throw in some lock jewelry into your hair in different pieces and accentuate it even more. Maybe throw some in the back so that way they pop in the back as well. And you're good to go. All right. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button so I know what type of content you're enjoying, and also hit the subscribe button so that you can join the flock. And before you go anywhere, check out some of the other videos that have popped up on the screen. I'll see you there.